युहुन्तः कविष्यामि वाचं मां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं यं गुरुं हि स्वयं सत्यः प्रज्ञाभक्तिविनीतयः युक्तिश्चापि नित्यं तं गुरुं नमाम्यहं सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। Start from let us start from 18. वेदांत प्रतिपादितात्मविषया नैवापनेयामतिः तर्केणान्यसमीरणेन च बुधा विष्णुप्रसादादिका प्राप्यैनामपि हन्तमृत्युरविहाच्चित्वाग्निमापत्पदम् याम्यं स्वर्गमतो न कामविषयः भूयाद्विपश्चित् क्वचित् तं दुर्दर्शमनुप्रविष्टममलम् तं दुर्दर्शमनुप्रविष्टममलं गूढं गुहायां स्थितं रत्नं गह्वरगं जहाति कुशलः ज्ञात्वा तु हर्षं शुचम् श्रुत्वा ब्रह्मगुरोर्मुखादनुदरं धर्म्यं पृथक्कृत्य तत् स्वाङ्गादेर्मननादिनात्मविभवात् ज्ञेयो हि धीरेण सह ओमित्येतदयं पदं श्रुतिगणः ब्रूते समस्तस्तपस्तोमोरः प्रतिपत्तये भवति वा तद्ब्रह्मचर्यं बुधाः कामेनास्वितरन्त्यतः पदमिदं ब्रह्माक्षरं चापरम् श्रेष्ठालम्बनमेतदेत्य भजते विद्वान् पुरं ब्रह्मणः धर्माधर्मकृताकृतागतगता यास्यत्पदार्थेतरः नोत्पन्नो नृदोऽक्षरो न जनकः जन्यो न नित्यो ध्रुवः आत्मासौ निहतेव पुष्यनिहतो कर्ता पुराणः पुमान् हन्तारञ्च हतं व्यये नमयते मूढः स देहात्मदृक् योनीयाननुतो महांश्च महतः जन्तोर्गुहायां स्थितः निष्कामो यति धात्वनुग्रहवशात् यं शोकनाशं ततः आसीनोऽपि सुदूरमेति जशयन् यः सर्वतो यात्यहो कस्तं वेत्तु tu madamadam ravisutaat devam parorvaktanaha. In the previous class, we saw the meaning of this verse. So now we should start with 23rd. But before I commence the next verse, so there was a query which was posed by one of the participants regarding the usage of a particular word in the third quarter of the verse just we rendered. So shayan, so he was asking it should be only shayanaha. So that is quite right. So in fact I also had this doubt, but I wanted to clarify with the Vaiyakarana. So as far as the Paninian grammar rules are concerned, so one expects the rupa only to be shayanaha. Okay. So sometimes this in Kavi Prayoga, so we find these kinds of things. See, for instance, we have in verse 4, so he uses the word Tarihi Kim Pashyami Manomi. In the Vyakhyana, he uses the word Manomi. So I don't see any kind of usage. So there are some rare usages like this. And in fact, once I was talking to a Ashu Kavi. Even in recent times, there are some people. There was a certain usage which was a little difficult for me to grasp as per the grammar. But then he was saying, so this, so since you are saying, I will correct it. But Kavi, when it comes out, so certain things I think you should just leave it. That is what. So that is what he was saying. So there is a certain justification also which is provided by people, see, by this phrase. See, apimasham masham kuryat chando bhangam nakarayet. So this is a certain phrase which people use. But see, normal people like us cannot be doing things like this. Okay. So with that caution, let me move ahead. So this is understood. So this as per Paninian grammar, so it is a little difficult because the dhatu has been read elsewhere. Okay. Now let us read the next verse 23. Tishthantam tvanavasthitasu tanushu. Tishthantam tvanavasthitasu tanushu. Tishthantam tvanavasthitasu tanushu. Svatmanamekam vibhum. Svatmanamekam vibhum. Svatmanamekam vibhum. Yodehancha mahantameti kushalaha. Yodehancha mahantameti kushalaha. Yodehancha mahantameti kushalaha. Soyam न शोचत्यपि. सोयं न शोचत्यपि. सोयं न शोचत्यपि. नो लभ्यः प्रवचोभिरेष पुरुषः. नो लभ्यः प्रवचोभिरेष पुरुषः. नो लभ्यः प्रवचोभिरेष पुरुषः. नो मेधया न श्रुतैः. नो मेधया न श्रुतैः. नो मेधया न श्रुतैः. आत्मप्रार्थनया शमादिसहित ज्ञानेन लभ्यः पुनः. आत्मप्रार्थनया शमादिसहित ज्ञानेन लभ्यः पुनः.
आत्मप्रार्थनया
शमादिसहित ज्ञानेन लभ्यः पुनः. So before we start the meaning, let me just quickly tell you that this verse 23 here captures two mantras, 22 and 23. 22 and 23 of the second valli of Kathopanishad. Okay. So those two mantras, they go like this. Ashariram sharireshu anavastheshvavasthidam mahantam vibhumatmanam mattvadhiro na shochati. Mahantam Atmanam Matva Viditva Na Shochati. So that is why we find Na Shochati at the end of the second quarter. So Ashariram Sharireshu Anavastheshu Avasthitam Mahantam Vibhumatmanam Matva Dhiro Na Shochati. Then the next mantra is more popular. So the next mantra is more often quoted. See, Nayamatma Pravachanena Labhyaha Namethaya Nabahuna Ashrutena Yame Vaisha Vrunute Tena Labhyaha Tasisha Atma Vivrunute Tanum Swam. So this is the next mantra. You can also see Namethaya Nabahuna Ashrutena etc. Those phrases are appearing here. Now let us start reading the verse once more along with its meaning. So here there are two aspects. One is Nashochati. So that is a very, very important phrase. So this has to do with Tarati Shokam Atmavit, so which is there in the Shrutis, Chandogya. So who Nashochati? Tell me, is there a person who does not worry in this world? So Nashochati. The only person Nashochati is I am Atmavit. All other people are Shochati at some point or other point. Say for some people it can be extending to days, it can be extending to months. For some people it will be extending to a few minutes. Okay. So for those Atmavit, so Mithilayam Pradiptayam Name Kinchana Dashyate. So this is a statement which is supposed to have been stated by Janaka. Okay. Mithilayam Pradiptayam Name Kinchana Dashyate. So Atma Vichara is going on between Janaka and Yajnavalkya. Some fellow comes and tells Janaka, oh, there is a fire. Mithilayam Pradiptayam Name Kinchana Dashyate. So something like that he said. So Saha Nashochati. Atmavit Nashochati. Now he says, Tishthantam Tvanavasthita Sutanushu Svatmanamekam Vibhum Yode Hancha Mahantameti Kushalaha Swayam Yaha Kushalaha Saha Ayam. So this person who is described by the word Kushala here, so Saha Nashochati. Normally the word Kushala is used. Where have you heard Kushala? Kushala Prashna, right? So even in Tamil we use that. Kushala Prashna. Kushala Prashna means? Kushala means Kalyan, welfare. Okay? So this is what generally we use the word Kushala Prashna. We have the beautiful phrase in Raghuvamsha. Papracha Kushalam Rajye Rajyashrama Munim Munihi. We have in Papracha Kushalam Rajye. So is everything fine? So welfare of the state is being asked by the Rishi. Rajyashrama Munim Munihi. So this is where we generally understand the word Kushala. Kushala means Kalyana, Bhadram. But here this Bhadram, see, it can't be the meaning which we can take for this. Kushalaha. So Kushalaha. See this Kushalaha, it can be derived in 2-3 ways. So this is a very interesting word which is even discussed in Sahitya literature. See, in Sahitya literature also we will discuss. So this is good to know. This can be derived in 2 ways primarily, I will say. One is you separate the word ku and then you add something shala to that. This is one way of doing. The other way is you take kusha and then you take la separately. See. So ku means Prithvi. We know that. That is why we have the word kuja. But ku also means something which is bad, ashobhanam. See, kuraja. So ku, kudrishti. Okay, sudrishti, kudrishti. See, kutsita. So it is used in that sense also. Ku, it is used. So ku means ashobhanam. So papam. In fact, even in Bhagavad Gita, somewhere we have this. No? Nadveshtya kushalam karma kushale nanushajyate. We have in 18th chapter. See, nadveshtya kushalam karma. See, akushalam means ashobhanam karma. Ashobhanam means papam. Akalyana karam. Essentially, this is somewhat very close to that meaning. Okay, kalyana. So, aku means papam, and so he engages with papa, and therefore ashobhanam kushalam. So that is how we can. So see, papat gachati. That is how you have to understand kushala. So shala means gachati. Shala gatau. Okay. Shala gatau is the dhatu. So ku gachati means he engages with papa. He moves away from papa. Papat gachati. So that is how we have to understand the word kushalam, ashobhanam. Any activity, so which takes away from papa. So that is a kushalam karma. Okay, that is how we have to understand the word kushala. Okay, if you just take ku as papa. So kushala, if you just take it vyutpatti. See, so the vyutpatti. So initially kusha and then la if you take. Kushan lati kushalaha. Okay. Kushan lati. This is called a yogika vyutpatti. Kushala. Kushan lati. So kusha is that grass. See. So the darbha which is used for the religious activities, spiritual activities. Kusha. In fact, that day I was remembering, no? So first prashna that tapasa. So he is asking that apikriyartham sulabham samikusham. This is a question that he asks. Apikriyartham sulabham samikusham. So there the word kusha refers to the darbha grass which is used. Sulabham samikusham. Okay. So that is the most important thing for welfare. So sulabham samikusham. So now kushan lati means the one who gets it. So the one who does this job very effectively. So as a outcome of this yogika vyutpatti, we use the word in chaturyam. Karmani chaturaha. Kushalaha. Karma kushalaha. So he is quite smart. Okay. So there we use the word kushala. Karmani kushalaha. So we use the word. So karmani chaturyam. Now what is the meaning that we take here? See, so kushalaha, see, kushalaha. So here, so which meaning will be more appropriate? So kushan lati. So from that you take the. So that is actually called as lakshanikartha in the Sahitya. So from the yogika vyutpatti, you move on to lakshanikartha. Lakshanika. So that which is sort of implied meaning. So here we have to take kushalaha. So the one who is very, very smart person. So he realizes that this is the only means by which I will be able to transgress the perennial sorrows that I am undergoing. Okay. So therefore this kushalaha here means actually a very smart person. Karmani chaturaha. Sviye karmani. When you do this karma, so you have this bhavana of karma yoga and then you engage in karma and thereby you will be able to shield yourselves. Okay. So that is what is meant by kushalaha. This kushala, what does he do? This kushala, anavasthita sutanushu svatmanamekam vibhum. Anavasthita sutanushu. What does it mean? Anavasthita sutanushu. Avasthita means something which terminates. So this unending. Anavasthita sutanushu. Anavasthita. Anavasthitatvam is a dosha. So when you make an argument, so this is dependent on that, that is dependent on that, that is dependent on that. So this is what is called infinite regression. So that is not possible. So this avasthita, anavasthita, it has to end. So anavasthita su tanushu can be actually taken in two different ways. One is, so there is actually no ending to the kind of differences that one can think of. So tanu is basically some form. So you can start with something which is above, stars. So you can group them as one entity, but each star is different from the other star. Understand? So anavasthita, sutanushu, all of them are stars. They are unending in number. So similarly, you can think of deha. So even if you conceive of manushya deha, so this manushya deha is different from the other deha, but among the manushya deha, each one is different also, right? So this anavasthita su tanushu, so you can understand in both ways, okay? So one is with reference to jati, the other is with reference to the difference within that jati, okay? Anavasthita su tanushu svatmanam ekam vibhum. So this svatmanam ekam vibhum. So this ekam means one. Okay. How is it possible that you can conceive of to be one? So this is because of this vibhutvam. This vibhutvam cannot be conceived of by associating with the sharira. You have to extricate this out of the sharira. So the sharira always imposes certain limitations. So vibhum, so you should understand this vyakti to be this way. So this atma, vibhum tishthantam, you have to understand him to be this person, okay? So who is different from this sharira. He is avachedaka. Then he says, yo dehancha mahantamedi. Yo dehancha. Here, this yo deham should not split. That is why this avagraha is very important here. So, adehancha. See, adehaha. See, if he were to be vibhu, then obviously he cannot be confined to deha. Therefore, adeham. Okay. Yo dehancha mahantameti kushalaha. Soyam nashochadyapi. So we will see the commentary in greater detail when we come to this. So this is just a overall view of that mantra. So whatever that has been captured there. See. Ashariram. So that's Ashariram he has described as Adeham. So Sharireshu, Ashariram, Sharireshu. So though he is sort of seen with the Sharira, so he is actually Asharira. Ashariram Sharireshu Anavastheshvavasthitam Mahantam Vibhumatmanam. So Mahantam you should not think somewhere, okay? And Vibhum means everywhere. But Atmanam is the word that has been used. Understand? If you leave this Paricheda, it is just like this Akasha. So that is what will be extremely helpful to us. Conceive of Akasha sealed, leave all the upadhis, just one. So with the upadhi, it is limited. Without upadhi, it is unlimited. So that is how we have to understand. Mahantam yedi kushalaha soyam. So saha na shochati. Okay, so he does not have any kind of sorrow. Then he moves on to the next mantra. So how do we understand this person? Okay. So how do we understand this? So there he says there is only one way. Only one way is Atma Prarthanaya. So that is what he is saying. So the other things may be helpful, but they are not sufficient. Okay. So what is that? No labhyaha pravachobhihi. Pravachobhihi na labhyaha. Pravacho means endless talking. So you can even take it to be listening. Okay. Pravachobhihi. Pravachobhihi na labhyaha yeshaha purushaha. Then na medhaya. So mere intelligence does not help you in comprehending this. Na shrutaihi. So what is the difference? Shrutaihi. In fact, the mantra is Nayamatma pravachanena labhyaha na medhaya na bahuna shrutena. So how do you distinguish between pravachobhihi and shrutena? Bahuna shrutena. See, one thing is like this, we can. So sometimes it just happens, right? You read a verse. So be it mathematics, be it Sangeeta Ratnakara, be it some other text. So you read it, you don't get it. Once again you read it. Once again you read. So visit after a few weeks once again. So then it suddenly comes to you, right? So Bahuna Shrutena means by repeatedly contemplating. That is how you have to understand. So in the first instance is one thing. You take other books and then try to read. So this is another way of, see, pravachobhihi. Different people are describing it. So I try to read this text, that text, that text. So which I used to do when I was trying to understand this quantum mechanics. It was a big headache. Because if you do not have a good teacher, that is all you are finished. See, so you try to go to various texts, this text, that text, and then they keep on doing. But ultimately, so nothing can replace a good teacher. See, anyway, so na bahuna ashrutena. But he says, yame vaisha bhrunute te na labhyaha. See, bhrunute is varanam. Varanam means, so this is a very, very interesting. We have the phrase Varanam which is used. Ritvig Varanam. Okay. Rig Veda Parayanartham Tvam Brine. Yajur Veda Parayanartham Tvam Brine. Bhagavad Gita Parayanartham Tvam Brine. So we say, see, so I assign this, so this is completely entrusted. See, there is a certain limit. So for a certain time period, you understand this engagement. This is what one has to understand. So I am engaging you with this. See, some engagement should be taken as lifelong engagement. Certain engagements are see, for a certain short period. But during this period, you should not do another thing. That is what it means.
Exclusively.
So that exclusively associating with a certain activity is what is Varanam. Okay. So this Varanam Kanya, so that is also, that should be lifelong. That can't be so as we like. So that is anyway. So there are different kinds of Varanam one has to understand. So here this Yame Vaisha Brunute. So Brunute means this Atmanam Brunute. So he would like to engage with the self. Okay, the nature of the self. So lifelong engagement. So that fellow Yame Vaisha Brunute te na labhyaha. How does it happen? So there is a beautiful saying. See this, the last quarter of this mantra. Tasyesha Atma Vivurnute Tanum Swam. See, just reveals itself. Understand? So that intensity, so if it reaches a threshold, then it just reveals itself. So it is that intensity which actually matters. The intensity with which we do the Varanam. So that actually helps us in understanding. So this is something which many of us would have experienced in our own Laukika Vyapara also. See, somehow I want to learn this raga, I have to practice this. So Vrunute, so finally you will get. So otherwise you will not get. See, this is something which we know from our own experiences. Now let us read the commentary of Ramaraya. So Vyakhyana at the beginning he says, see, Ramaraya actually adds one more thing here. So if you see the last line, Atma Prarthanaya. So having said that, Samadhi Sahita Jnanena. So that is actually not explicitly stated there. So Samadhi Sahita Jnanena. So Samadhamadi Guna are extremely essential for one to go anywhere near that. Samadhi sahita jnanena labhyah punaha. So in Vyakhyana, he says, so in the previous verse, so if you recall, so it says it is something which is extremely difficult, right? So that is what was the, so see, so even Yama says, see, so that kind of a statement, so Ramaraya explained, Katham Anyatha Yamat Arvattananam. So essentially one has to understand it as Durvijñeya. So it is Durvijñeyatvam. So that is why he connects the two. He starts the commentary by saying Durvijñeyama Durvijñeyo Yamatma. Durvijñeyaha means it is not easy to comprehend. Durvijñeyaha Kenachid upayena jnatavyaha. It may be difficult, but there should be a means by which I should be able to get him comprehend. Kenachid upayena jnatavya eva natu tyaktavya. Kenachid upayena jnatavya natu tyaktavya. You know this verse? Prarabhyadena kalu vikhnapayena nichaihi prarabhya vighna vihata viramanti madhyaha vignaih punah punarapi pratihanyamanaha prarabdhamuttama guna na parityajanti. Beautiful verse. Bhartari. See, prarabdham uttama guna. So once I have decided that I will achieve, you should never leave. So that is what he is saying. Durvijñeyaha. But it does not mean avijñeyaha. Okay. So durvijñeyaha is different from avijñeyaha. So durvijñeyo yamatma kenachid upayena jnatavya eva natu tyaktavyaha. Why? The reason he says is mahaphala sambhavat. Mahaphala sambhavat means you are going to gain, see, enormously by this mahaphala. See? So that mahaphala sambhavat. So what is this mahaphala? Nashochati is the mahaphala. What more do you want? See, I don't have to worry. See? So what more is required? Tell me. So that is what is mahaphala. Nashochati. See, mahaphala sambhavad ityaha tishtantamiti. Tishtantamiti, the verse commences. Yastu kushalaha anavasthitasu. Anavasthitasu. So he is actually giving two words here. The first meaning he is saying is asthirasu. Okay. So asthirasu. The second meaning he gives is nana vidhasvitiva. So asthirasu tanushu. The other meaning is nana vidha tanushu. Okay. Tanushu. So asthira means even if you think of mere classification, so you can think of endlessly classifying, right? See, that is why he is saying Deva Manushya Pitradi Sharireshu Tishthantam. See, how many Shariras are there now? Even if you count mango, there are hundreds of varieties. Think of rice, hundreds of varieties. So Deva Manushya Pitradi Sharireshu Tishthantam Kastheshu Dahavat iti bhavaha. So this is an interesting thing. This is a nice simile, I would say. See, in order to explain this. So this Atman is presented as the source of energy. Understand? Shava Sharira. Okay. So even during sleeping, it is like a Shava Sharira. But then the source of energy inside us, the source of light inside us, this conscious being, so that he is trying to explain through this. Kastheshu dahavat. Understand? So kastheshu dahavat means it is not something which is seen apparently. So the fire inside the log, understand? So the fire inside the log is not apparently seen by you. dahavat. Okay, काष्ठेषु दाहवत् इति भावः. Okay, कथमस्य सर्वशरीरावस्थितिः युगपद्युज्यते अत आह. So this Atman we just think like any other entity. So Yugapad Sarvatra Katham is the question. So for that he uses the word Vibhum. Okay. So Katham Sarvasharirāvasthitihi Yugapad. Yugapad means Ekakalavachedena, at the same point. Okay. Same point of time. Yujyate ata aha. So therefore you have to conceive it as something which is present everywhere, Vibhu. So this is like Akasha. Okay? So Vibhum Vyapakam, in fact, Gaganavat iti bhavaha. Atayeva means, so Sarva Vyapaka can be only one entity. Therefore, Atayeva Ekam. Okay? So these are the different words which have been employed to describe this. So this Atmanam, the notion behind the use of the word I. Okay, I am Atma. So it has nothing to do with this Sharira, but it is the Chaitanya, which is Vibhu. Okay, Atageva Ekam Jiva Bahutve Mana Bhavaditi Bhavaha. So this is Vedanta Siddhanta. Jiva Bahutve Mana Bhavat. Now, न च जीवस्य एकत्वे कथं संसारवैचित्र्यम् इति वाच्यम्. If you just ask this question, these are discussed so at great length. So at some point maybe we should have a separate session. In fact, the other day, our Justice Sri Krishna was mentioning, so you should have one class. So one class on Pramana. So we should have one class on this Jiva itself separately. So there are detailed discussions which are available in Brahma Sutra. So nacha jivaikatve katham samsara vaichityam iti vachyam. So he says buddhyadi prayuktatvat tasya. Samsara vaichityam, you identify yourself with buddhi. So buddhi is different. You understand? Buddhi is different and therefore the experiences are different. Deha, once it gets connected with Deha, obviously it is different. You can't say this Deha is same as that Deha. Okay? So the Chaitanyam is one, but other things are different. Buddhyadi prayuktatvat tasya ataha eva. So we have this quotation from Bhagavad Gita. Kshetrajñam chapi maham vidhi sarvakshetreshu bharata. You understand? Sarvakshetreshu means in all the shariras. Sarvakshetreshu bharata. In fact, we have this very nice verse. I love this. So long back when I was in school, I remember. Paravareshu bhuteshu brahmantasthavarādishu bhautikeshu vikareshu bhuteshvatha mahatsu cha guneshu gunasamyeshu गुणव्यतिकरे तथा एक एव परो ह्यात्मा भगवान ईश्वरो व्ययः. So that is the kind of vision that has been brought out by Prahlada. Paravareshu bhuteshu एक एव परो ह्यात्मा. So that is what he is saying. Kshetrajñam chapi maham vidhi sarvakshetreshu bharata. Anena jiveshvara bhedopi nirmulitaha. Nirmulitaha means from the viewpoint of Chaitanya Drishti, this is completely left out. Okay. Okay. Adeham. Okay. So that is occurring in the second thing. Okay. So Adeham, second quarter. Adehancha Swataha Deha Rahitam. Swataha Deha Rahitam. Parantu Mayayam dehavaniti pratibhati dehavaniva pratibhati navastutaha iti bhavaha. Then he says mahantam. Svatmanam yeti sakshat pashyati. Here the word, many places he will use the word yeti. Yeti means gachati normally. So gachati means here avagachati. Okay. Gatyarthakanam jnanarthakatvam. Okay. So that is how we need to understand. So adeham svataha deharahitam mahantam svatmanam yeti. So we have to understand, see, once you bring in this deha, obviously all sorts of limitations are brought in. So once you realize that, so this is something which has to do with the Chaitanya Swarupa. Okay. So which is Vibhu. So which cannot be associated. So if you think deeply, that is what they repeatedly say at various points of time. Adeham, once you say deha, it can't be Mahan. So adeham mahantam svatmanam yeti. Yeti means sakshat pashyati. Kadam pashyati ayamahamasmiti. Okay. Swayam vidvan. This is a phrase. Swayam means, so this person who has understood. So saha, you should not think. So saha is, so saha I am. So that description which actually fits in with this Atman. Okay. Swayam vidvan na shochati. So he does not keep worrying about anything. Na shochati, naiva shochati. Tarati shokam atmavit iti shruteriti bhavaha. So this is how the first half of the verse ends. So basically it says ashariram sharireshu anavastheshu avasthitam mahantam vibhumatmanam matva mahantam vibhum. See, this mahat shabda actually is a relative term, if you think. So mahatana. So compared to this pen, this is mahat. Compared to this, something else is mahat. So this, therefore, see, if you see the Shruti, see mahantam. So then it clarifies what is this mahatvam. Okay, by using the word vibhu. This is paramamahatva. So therefore we have the word vibhu. So that word which defines this infinite thing, which gives us the idea of this infinite. But then once you say, so this Atman, okay, so he is not different from that. That is why Mahantam Vibhum Atmanam. See, Mahantam Vibhum means I am. That is what he is trying to capture here. Soyam. So that entity which is described as Vibhu, so it is this Atman. Okay. So that is why he is saying Soyam Vidvan na shochati deniva Mahantam Vibhum Atmanam Matva Dhiro na shochati. See, Matva means avagamya. So having understood na shochati. Tarihi kena upayena ayam labhyaha ata aha. See, in the text, actually, if you look at this aha, one should not just put a danda after that. You should just remove and put a dash. That is how the normal standard form of editing goes. Therefore, he said, so ata aha. What did he say? Yesha purushaha atma. So the second half goes as no labhyah pravacho bhiresha purushaha no medhaya nashrutaihi atma prarthanaya samadhi sahita jnanena labhyah punaha. So though we keep saying that this Atman jnanena shokam gacchati, how is it possible? Therefore he says, what is most important is that one-pointedness in achieving that. So he says, Ayam yeshaha atma pravachobhihi. So he is explaining that as aneka veda vedangadi svikaraihi pravachobhihi. After all, in those days, the only mode of transmission was oral, right? So there may be something we have to write somewhere, but primarily that is what it is. Okay? Pravachobhihi. So somebody is explaining, so you keep listening. Okay? And not to one discipline, several disciplines. Veda Vedangadi Svikaraihi. So Veda Vedangadi Svikaraihi. I learned one Veda, I learned another Veda, I learned. See, in fact, look at Chandogya. So he will just say Rig Vedam, Yajur Vedam, Sam Vedam. So I know everything. So there is a long list which is being provided by Narada. Okay. But even then, I am only suffering. So people say that by learning one thing, so they will leave all the kinds of suffering that they have. So what is? So then comes the word Tarati Shokam Atmavitu. Okay. So that is the context in which comes. So therefore he says Veda Vedanga Svikarihi. I have mastered this, I have mastered that, etc. etc. Merely that does not help. Okay. Then Nalabhyaha. Then I have I have learnt. See, there are people. There is one person, so whom I know. So he will go and sit in every lecture, in all disciplines. So this was happening at the age of 75. So then he said, see, you will not believe. He said, I will come and do PhD with you. Not joking, real. Okay, this person said. Then I said, so you have already taken a lot of courses from various people in the university, Madras University. So why do you want to do? So this was 78. Once again he said. So then I was asking him. So I actually did this masters. Why not you try to revise what you have learned, which may be really helpful to you, instead of moving from discipline to discipline and then listening to this. See, this is very, very important. That is what he means by saying Medhaya. Medhaya means Granthartha Dharana Shaktya. So when you read this mantra, you should not understand that you should not read many things or you should not remember things. No, that is not the thing. This is not merely sufficient. That is all it means. Okay, merely is very important. So that we will come to in a minute. Okay, Medhaya Granthartha Dharana Shaktya. Okay. So Granthartha Dharana. Dharana means retaining. Artha Dharana. So Artha Dharana means so keeping the essence in one's own mind. Okay. Grantha. Grantha basically refers to that Shabda Rashi. That Shabda Rashi is able to communicate some meaning to you, and that meaning should be retained by you. Okay? Or one can say Granthasya Dharanam, Arthasya Dharanam. Both ways. So Grantha Dharanam, Artha Dharanam. Both are essential. Okay? So nowadays Grantha Dharanam is completely gone. Okay? So only Artha Dharanam. And Artha Dharanam also another kind of Artha Dharanam. Anyway, Granthartha Dharana Shaktya. Okay, so merely that is not sufficient. Okay. Granthartha Dharana Shaktya no labhyaha. So this is not possible to obtain. Then he says, Shrutaihi Shravanaischa Bahubhihi na labhyaha. So this is the other aspect. Okay. So Granthartha Dharana Shaktya. No, this Artha Dharanam, you know. Artha Dharanam. So that will not help. Artha Dharanam also does not help. Repeatedly you keep listening to it. Okay. So then also you may not get. Shrutaihi Shravanaischa Bahubhihi na labhyaha. Merely repeating that Shabdarashi will not help. Kintu. But. So now he says, Atma Prarthanaya. Atma Prarthanaya. Prarthana is basically a prayerful attitude. Atma Prarthanaya. Then he actually says, Sarva Kamatyaga Purvikaya Atmaika Kamanaya. So Atma Prarthana means, so the Prarthana is basically seeking for something. Understand? So Prarthana is you go and seek the blessings, right? So Prakarshena Arthanam Prarthanam. So with all sincerity, so you seek for something. So this is what is Prarthana. So this Prarthana is prayer. So that is what we do Ishvara Prarthana. Now he is saying Atma Prarthana. So this Atma Prarthana means, so Atma Vishayini Prarthana. Understand? So the true nature of myself should be revealed to me. So this is what is the Prarthana. So I don't seek for anything else. I don't seek for anything else. There is a na kamaye na tvaham kamaye rajyam na swargam na punarbhavam. So that prarthana is another prarthana. Na tvaham kamaye rajyam na swargam na punarbhavam kamaye dukkha taptanam praninam arti nashanam. So that is one kind of prarthana. See, when you want to be of service to society. Now here, so you are trying to see that I need to understand the nature of myself. So that is what is meant by Atma Prarthana. Okay. So that Prarthana is also set aside. Okay. So Sarva Kamatyaga Purvikaya. So that is the adjective that he is trying to say. So the other Prarthanas also I will keep, this also I will keep. So that will not really work for. Okay. So Sarva Kamatyaga Purvikaya Atmaika Kamanaya. Atmaika Kamanaya. That is why we have this nice, Graham Darudhiya Dhritva Nadim Tartum Saichati. Understand? So this fellow, I will keep everything. I will also do this. So that is like Graham Darudhiya Dhritva. The example is Graha. What is Graha? Graha means crocodile. Okay. So I want to engage in worldly pleasures. I also want to gain this. So then the example that Shankaracharya gives is, so he held himself to a crocodile. So thinking that it is a piece of log with which he can cross the river. So what will happen? So Sarvakamatyaga Purvikaya Atmaika Kamanaya. So that is how the entire episode in Kathopanishad is nicely brought out. See, Yama tempts him with various things and he refuses to take any of them. I want only Atmaika. See, Atmaika Kamanaya Samadhi Sahita Jnanena Punaha Labhyaha. So now this is possible. So you have to prepare yourself, you will be able to do this. Yes, Sarvan Kaman Vihaya Atmanam Ekameva Kamayamanaha. Sarvan Kaman Vihaya. Leaving out all other kamas. Sarvan Kaman Vihaya Atmanam Ekameva Kamayamanasan. Samadhi Sahita Shravanadikam Abhyasyati. See, a very nice way of stating it. See, there are people who take this step. Which step? The first step. If we go to some places in Rishikesh, so they may be compelled to take some people. I mean, some people go to various ashrams. That is also okay. There is one step they have moved ahead. But there, this Samadhi Sahita Shravanadikam. So this is very important. See, Samadhi Sahita Shravanadikam. So first you are trying to discipline your mind. So then you keep on practicing this. Samadhi Sahita Shravanadikam Abhyasyati. The word Abhyasa is very important. Okay. So Abhyasyati means he does not leave out. So Abhyasyati means, so repeatedly he tries to force himself to understand that. Okay. So disciplining also is like this. Today I will go for this prarthana, tomorrow I will sit in my room. So this mandira, so if you go to this ashram, so there will be a 6 o'clock, they will have something. So one day I will go, next day I will not go, the third. So I will be chatting. So this will not work. So this is why, see, abhyasaha, samadhi sahita, with various kinds of disciplines. Shravanadikam abhyasyati, tena atma labhyate ityarthaha. So by him, so this atma labhyate. Labhyate means it reveals to himself. See, so I will just read, see, one sentence from the Shankara Bhashya. See this verse, Nayamatma pravachanena labhya namethaya na bahuna shrutena yame vaisha vrunute tena labhya tasyesha atma vivrunute tanum swam. There Bhagavad says, Nayamatma pravachanena. Pravachanena means Aneka Veda Svikarena Labhyaha Jneyaha. Then he says, Napi Medhaya. He is almost giving the same meaning in his commentary. Granthartha Dharana Shakya Na Bahuna Shrutena Na Bahushrutena Kevalena Kena Tarihi Labhyaha Iti Uchyate Yameva Svatmanam Yesha Sadhakaha Vrunute. Vrunute, so means Prarthayate. Tenaiva Atmana Varitra. Varitra. So Tenaiva Atmana Varitra Swayam Atma Labhyaha Jnayate. Nishkamascha Atmanameva Prarthayate. So this is a, you just take yourself to the state in which you realize the futility of these things. The futility of these things should be first realized by you. So whatever be the pursuit, is it going to be stopped at any point of time? So this is not going to stop. And here you see a state in which you are able to do. Prarthayate atmiva atmana labhyate ityartha katham labhyate. So that's the last point, that's what I wanted to say, which has not been brought down here. Tasyesha atma vivurnute tanum swam. So here Acharya says, Tasya atma kamasya yeshaha atma vivurnute means prakashayati. Prakashayati. What prakashayati? Paramarthikim swam tanum. So paramarthikim swam tanum svakiyam yathatmyam ityarthaha. So paramarthiki tanuhu means, so that which is beyond this dehadi sanghata. See, so if you keep contemplating on that, so this I is beyond this dehadi sanghata, so that reveals itself. So this revelation of the nature of one's own self by self, so it just requires a certain process. See? So that is what is meant. So I think we will stop here. We will take the next verse in the next class. ओम सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। सर्वेऽपि सुखिनः सन्तु सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। ओम